Oh, Regan. Gone, but not forgotten. I mean, she's not dead. Hey everyone, Heather here, and we're back with episode 5 of Batwoman. Last time out we had the magpie, who loved to gather her trinkets and laugh maniacally as she was doing them. And Batwoman grabbed her at the end and almost pulled her into to death, but there was a convenient water fountain or something. So yeah, she survived, and she was the photographer all along. She had a passion for stealing things and blowing shit up, which is two hobbies you don't really want to combine together, because people kind of look at you a bit strangely, and you won't get all those invites to the parties that most people get, especially in Gotham. Nothing but parties every episode. If there's not a party in this episode, I will be shocked, because that's what we do now. We go to parties, we solve crimes, and we wear funky outfits. The Batwoman way. We also had Beth, who is Alice, who is... What did she do in that last episode? Oh yeah, she threatened Kate's mother-in-law with outing her, and she wanted like a secret weapon in exchange, but Catherine did something surprising. She actually came clean about the whole thing. So I'm not sure where her marriage is going to, if it's going to like survive this revelation, because it was a pretty big deal, faking bone fragments so that they would stop searching for his daughter. Mary was co-opted by Batwoman to help her out, and Mary got some information out of the guy, Beth's, her bit on the side. And there's someone or something called Mouse that Alice has big plans for. So it will be, and I'm going to be interchanging Alice and Beth just because my brain works like that. So that's just to keep that in mind. Yeah, so I think we should just get straight into episode 5. And let's have some fun with Batwoman.
I lost my sister, Beth. Remember her?
Beth? No, never heard of her. It would be funny if Alice wasn't Beth after all this.
Having spent 9 months in our mother's womb together, and every other day for 30, I'm determined to solve. Before it's too late.
That was the shortest teaser in the history of mankind.
They're calling him the Skin Pirate because apparently he likes to take skin from the booty.
Never say that again.
Yeah, Luke, come on.
Whatever they're calling.
I'll look into whatever the hell she could be using the skin for. If you remind me.
Sometimes you just need
search history. What are you doing?
Skin
Stop
for
it.
stuff.
Whatever she's got planned for Gotham ends today.
You don't even know where she is.
Nope. But I put a tracker in Dodgson. I know where he is, and she likes to keep her toys close. Bruce doesn't have night
boy
vision
toy.
goggles.
Batman doesn't do goggles.
The goggles do nothing.
What did you reveal?
What did you say to Mary?
I wouldn't betray you.
I just mentioned Mouse. You know Mouse?
Good. Off with
Your head.
your head.
It's a quote from some book that
It looks
I've never
like
heard
my
of.
dear sister.
Could you get a target before you start firing?
I'm not afraid of the dark, and I'm not afraid of you. Show yourself!
Ooh, she had creepy eyes this time.
Dodgson said you had plans with a mouse.
Oh, I'm sure he said lots of silly things when your attention-starved stepsister illegally drugged him.
Is Mouse a real person or a figment of your imagination?
Everybody just says everything in this show.
And what are you two planning?
Nobody keeps any secrets whatsoever.
A real one, Beth.
Nice try. But Alice will do.
You're gonna have to give me something.
She tried to connect with her sister.
Hi, Dad. I'm with Alice.
What do you mean you're with Alice?
I have her.
Well, where are you? I'll send a team.
I'm fine.
I'm in the Batcave.
Contained.
Kate?
Just thought you should know. Clock's ticking, start talking.
So, where to begin?
It's a road trip.
I suppose our stepmother faked my DNA results, and Daddy just found out he had a funeral for Bambi. I wonder if they have
Bambi.
a prenup. I woke up.
Oh, proper flashback to the day of the crash.
What's your name?
Beth,
Is this Mouse?
where am I?
Hello, Beth. You're okay. My son Johnny and I were fishing in the river and we saw you along the rocks. Any idea how you got there?
And we kidnapped
Where's my
you.
Hungry?
I want my dad.
This guy is a creep.
I'm gonna make you a sandwich.
We're just going to keep you here for 15 years. Until you come back and have your revenge.
Because it wasn't a mix-up.
I did it.
It was a lie.
She's just telling everybody. She's kept the secret for all these years and now she's like, just going to tell everybody. I don't know if it's admirable or it's different. It's definitely different.
2 beers, please.
None for me.
I love her gloves.
You do not want to be sober for the remainder of this story. Trust me.
Not messing around. If you're gonna talk, talk. If not, we'll just sit here and wait for Dad to find us.
Sing.
Alice is going to need to
Remember
ditch
it like
that
it was
phone.
yesterday. There was Mouse's room.
Goonies never say die!
He went by Johnny then.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. I can do any voice I hear.
So the kid is Mouse?
Your dad said he called the police. Why don't they know I'm here?
Okay, now you jump out the window and
Johnny,
make your own
no
way.
more TV today.
If they're looking for me, we have to call the police.
I told you, Beth, they'll be here soon. We don't want you to leave us.
He just had that weird vibe about him. Like, even the way he spoke, very gentle. It's the gentle ones you have to keep your eye on.
I think she'll take that drink now.
I kind of need a drink after that.
Kate? Kate, I need to talk to you, okay?
Ma'am, you're causing a scene.
Tell her that I'm so sorry I was ever born from the Wicked Witch of Gotham. And I get why she's avoiding me, but I'm totally on her side.
She's the Queen of
My mom
Hearts.
would ever do something. Do you think that she killed that deer too? Are you getting any of this?
All I
Probably.
heard was that your mom may or may not have killed a deer.
Mary and Luke are going to be best friends by the end of the episode. Or drinking buddies.
Survive a crash, wash up on shore, some Hannibal Lecter finds you, keeps you as his prisoner. Did he want to kill you? Skin you? What?
Or worse.
What is that?
Oh, little experiment. The world made him an outcast.
It's like a mask for his son
A monster.
to cover up the scarring. Didn't even give her a TV.
The skin at the morgue. What were you?
She's been drugged.
Oh no. Don't tell.
It's too late, they're long gone. Whoa!
There's a propane tank on the east. I'll distract them.
By blowing it up. Conveniently placed propane tank.
Keep your asses on the ground.
You might want to roll around.
The city's not safe. The wealthy are safe. And you're too blind to see it. Just like you were too blind to see your own daughter.
He shouldn't have said that.
Sir, stop.
He was doing fine with the whole wealthy stuff, but then
Didn't have to be this.
How many people have I murdered?
0?
Guess. How many people have I killed?
Just say 0, Luke.
It's between 0 and why are you even hesitating right now? 0. I killed 0 people.
To be fair, Alice has only killed, like, you know, maybe 100.
But success, I eventually did make mine.
It's impressive to crack a lock with just a nail. I wouldn't go for the phone. I'd go for the door.
Daddy, it's me, Beth. You have to help.
Beth? Oh my God, Beth.
Okay, so he got a phone call from
If
Beth.
anyone comes looking for you, I will kill them. And it will be all your fault. Okay, there's been a terrible misunderstanding.
Where's my daughter?
Sir, please allow me to explain.
My daughter Beth called me not 1 hour ago from this house. She said help clear as can be.
It was all an insensitive prank. I'm so embarrassed.
Here!
Oh, he's gonna... Because Mouse can imitate voices. He's gonna blame the kid, Johnny.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Beth. I learned a new song on my cello that I can play on the first night of Hanukkah.
They'll be so close on the opposite sides of the door. I hate stories like that where they're like so close to, you know, resolving something and then...
There. She must have turned off her phone. Sir?
He recognizes it.
15 years ago.
So he'll know exactly where to go.
Sir, what's happening?
I know where they are.
I wonder if we're going to see the creepy guy all grown up.
Front. You take the back.
Hi, Daddy.
Where's Kate?
Where's Kate?
Kate, I'm so sick of Kate!
What are you doing?
Where's Beth? When was the last time you uttered those words, Commander Crow?
You've never cared.
Put down the knife.
You gave up on me!
Beth, drop the damn knife!
He called her Beth.
You said it.
She's still a psycho.
Drop it! You need to decide right now what you care more about. Revenge or Mouse?
We both know you don't have it in you.
But I do.
Outnumbered.
Dad,
Kate. It's her. It's Beth.
He finally realizes, or he's finally let himself believe it.
maybe if I go kill someone, she'll actually call me back.
Only one way to find out.
I stayed 0 if I was you. Okay, so they're not best friends, but at least they've met.
I thought if I let Alice
so.
tell her story.
Beth, go away. I shouldn't have tricked your dad and sister. I'm sorry. I want to go home. You know he won't let you.
He's going to give her
You
the
can.
Alice in Wonderland book.
You can let me out. Maybe, but I also don't want you to go.
Oh, Mouse. Do you know the way out of this pool? I'm very tired of swimming in my own tears.
I wonder how long she was in that
You
house for.
saved me. I have a gift for you, too.
Did Mouse kill the father?
And now that we are together again, I can help you become anyone you want to be.
It's like a super
And
mask.
once we are done with Daddy, you will never forget about me. Never, ever again.
You see, with Mouse's ability to mimic any voice that he hears, and now this kind of skin mask, so he can become anybody, that would be a very valuable asset to have. So you can never be quite sure if you're talking to your friend or if it's just Mouse in the sky. So that's going to be interesting going forward in the future. We can never be sure. At least that's the way I think it's going to be. That he could basically become any of the characters, which is a pretty cool superpower. Even though it's not a superpower, but this episode was necessary. It was like a glimpse into what happened with Alice after she fell into the abyss, and she was rescued by this creepy guy who basically kept her locked in a room for God knows how long, and she developed this psychosis, and her only book on while she was in captivity was Alice in Wonderland, so she latched onto that, and she also latched onto Mouse. So it's good that her father finally accepted that she's Beth, because that was being dragged on a bit too much. And it's also weird that Catherine was basically telling Mary, yeah, it was me, I faked the DNA thing for the bone fragments. She's very overly willing to become open about it after all these years of hiding. We also had Mary and Luke having their she was drunk and he was barely tolerating her. So those were funny scenes. But I think it was more just to sort of get those two characters together so that they would recognize each other in future and maybe work together with Batwoman. We only saw Batwoman like briefly at the very, very start of the episode. It was mostly a road trip with Alice and a flashback episode to fill in the gaps and the questions that we had. So yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes from here. Hopefully the Mouse character can introduce some mind-bending, shocking surprise twist episodes in future. So I will keep it short, and I will see you guys next week. And thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye.